What if I told you you could get C6 ZR1 performance out of a C5 Corvette for about 1/3 the price? Would you believe it? It's true, and it's next.
Toys for Life.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You know, it occurred to me the last time I was at the track watching this originally priced $106,000 ZR1 C6 make a pass, that it really wasn't any faster than my supercharged C5. I thought about how much money the ZR1s originally cost, and I still remember their sweet commercials.
America still builds rockets. The 2011 Corvette.
Then I started to wonder if the 11.5 at 127 pass that I had just seen was typical or not for a ZR1. So I did a little research. Motor Trend came up with 11.2 at 130. Edmunds came up with 11.7 at 126. Motor Week came up with 11.3 at 130. And finally, Road and Track came up with 11.4 at 129. Pretty close to the pass that I had just witnessed. Now, sometimes our memories have a way of being a little bit generous in our favor. So let's pull up my best pass from earlier this summer. That is absolutely right in the mix. And just for the fun of it, through the magic of beginner level editing, I matched up the supercharged C5 against the C6 ZR1, and their times were nearly identical. So now that I've shown you can take a C5 Corvette, add a Vortex supercharger, LS6 valve springs, and aftermarket clutch, and essentially tie a C6 ZR1 in the quarter mile, let's talk about the price of each vehicle as if you were starting from scratch today. To set the benchmark for the C6 ZR1 price, I did a quick search and found that there's quite a few ZR1s for sale in decent shape, decent miles, for right in the neighborhood of $65,000. Same drill for the C5. Looks like we could get a 2001 or 2002, reasonable miles in decent shape, for right in the neighborhood of $13,000. So here's the C5 build. First off, you've got your C5 that you just bought for $13,000. We'll add an A&A Supercharger Kit for $5,650. Pick up a set of valve springs for $86. A Monster LT1S clutch for $1,090. We'll add an extra $1,000 for incidentals. That brings us up to $20,826. That's not a bad price, but did we come in at under 1/3 of the cost of a C6 ZR1? Let's find out. Take the cost of our used ZR1 at $65K, divide that by 3, and you get $21,667. And the total of our C5 build was $20,826. Now guys, I don't care how you look at it, but I call that one heck of a bargain. Guys, I got a couple more important points before we wrap. Number one, I am not saying, and I can see people are going to say it in the comments now, I am not saying that a supercharged C5 is as good as a C6 ZR1. The LS9 engine with its titanium connecting rods, forged crank and pistons, titanium intake valves, it's a thing of beauty. The ZR1 has upgraded suspension, brakes, the drivetrain is more robust. It's a better car, for sure. But if you don't have ZR1 kind of money and you want to supercharge your C5 instead, perhaps show up at your local track and tie a ZR1, now that's pretty cool. And number two, supercharging your C5 is easier than you might think. In fact, if you can change a camshaft or harmonic balancer, I think installing a supercharger kit is something you can do. I did mine myself. I created a 7-part video series on all the major steps of the installation. I'll include that in your upper right hand corner if you want to check that out. Guys, if you found this video to be interesting, please hit that share, like, and subscribe below. And as always, thanks for watching.